Do-diddly-do-do-do-do-do-diddly-do-do-do-do. So no one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke, your love life's your way. It's like you're always stuck in second gear, when it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts to pour. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you 'cause you're there for me too.
Then there was Fantasyland up here, the big pink thing where all the kiddie rides are, and we didn't go on many of them. We went on It's a Small World, which I always fail to get good pictures of. I really like It's a Small World, okay? I know it's really cheesy and really for small children. It's my nan's favourite ride, because when we go to Florida we go with like me, my brother, my mum, my dad, and my nan and my granddad, who are my mum's mum and dad. But my nan loves It's a Small World. We always have to go on it whenever we go. So I could not go to Paris and not go on It's a Small World, because she would have been disappointed in me, okay? That's just the true fact of the matter. And now, speaking about it, I have the It's a Small World song stuck in my head, which is one of the catchiest songs in the world. The other rides that we went on in Fantasyland were the carousel and the teacups. We didn't actually go on any of the other sort of proper rides, as it were, because the queues were actually quite long. And even though we had time to kill, I couldn't persuade Charlotte and Rachel to go on Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs or the Voyages of Pinocchio. So we went on the carousel, and we have some footage of that here, because that was when I finally got my camera out and started videoing things. Well, I say got my camera out, my camera had been out all day. My camera becomes surgically attached to my wrist whenever I'm out of the house, pretty much. This is the first time I started videoing stuff, and hilarity ensues from here on in.
Are you videoing us?
Yeah!
Oh, hello! Oh, we're rocking.
Of course we are!
Sit on a carousel. No, I mean...
Maura's looking at herself in the mirror! Onwards! Cry England! I've been watching too much Shakespeare.
I feel like we should be in Mary Poppins right now. Going like, and then
I'm in a battle scene. I'm fighting the French.
I'm about to break free and then the other.
You may have heard me at some point yell "Cry England" which would be me misquoting Shakespeare, which was because I have been watching far too much of The Hollow Crown recently. So I was talking to them all afterwards, and it turned out that, well, you know when you're a kid and you get on a carousel horse, and you're no longer on a carousel, it's a real horse, and you're doing real things that real horses do. So it turned out that talking to everyone after that, we were all thinking that, except Rachel. Rachel's boring, and Rachel was thinking nothing. Rachel was just on a carousel. Charlotte, as you might have seen in the video, was in her head Mary Poppins. Her horse was going to leap off the carousel and start trotting down the road. Maura was doing dressage with her horse. She was clearly part of Team GB's dressage team that won a gold medal. And I was at the Battle of Agincourt with Henry V charging into battle, and it only occurred to me as I got off that meant that I was in battle with the French, and I was in Disneyland Paris. And so then after the carousel we went on the teacups, which I also have some crazy footage from, which mostly has Rachel in it. Sorry Rachel, I know you don't like having your face in photos and on videos, but you're so photogenic, damn you! And you were sat opposite me, it was unavoidable. And also someone clearly had one of those helium balloons and had let go of it because it was on the ceiling. And before the ride starts, Maura is going to tell us about how she could not get off her carousel horse. Because you know when you see kids and they go for the low horse, and by the time the ride has finished, that horse is no longer low. It is really, really high. And you can see the look of abject horror on their face when they realise that they can't get down. That is essentially what happened to Maura. Sorry, Maura.
It was cool. Okay, apparently it was there and I was getting cramp, and then I got ultra cramp and I moved up the saddle and then it went down. I was like, phew, and then it hit the tail and the tail was high and I was just like, now it's stretched out this support.
This is what doing dance feels like with Kirsty.
I'm just worried how we're getting that open. We're not. So we're just in here.
We'll get it open. If I have to stand up and jump out, we'll get it open.
Okay. Which way do we come in? Like, there we go. Come on, guys. Come on. Oh, this is faster. No, faster. Are we mad?
And now, because I was the one holding the camera videoing, that meant that I couldn't spin the little wheel in the teacup to make us spin round faster. And I have a bit of a reputation in my family for spinning the teacup very quickly. My brother won't go in a teacup with me because I spin it too quick.
Even Sam is now forced to join in, abandoning the vlog.
Yeah, because it's pathetic. I'm still videoing, but it's going to be really wobbly.
Sam, your hands are in the way.
Maura's hands in the way all the
Your
time.
hands are in the way. Right, Rachel, me and you. Why have they stopped us?
Because the ride's over.